Hey guys, what's up? Solastro here, and today we're going to be doing an account takeover on Drellesh's account to try to fix up his Queen of Tides team. He has the characters he needs, they just need a little bit of work. I think he's done a good job of farming up glyphs and stuff, but we're going to be taking the gear off of everyone and trying to get him into Queen of Tides 11, because right now he is stuck on 10. So let's get right into it. So we're going to take all the gear off of everyone here first, just to kind of see what we're working with on the account. Okay, so I've gone ahead and taken the gear off of everyone. What we're going to do here is we're going to start with Santis, because she has the highest gear requirements out of any of the people on the team. So basically all I'm doing here is sorting through the gear and filtering by the stats that I feel like she needs the most, which are HP percent, defense percent, and focus. We want her to have high focus so she can land those poisons. We want her to have high HP and defense so that she can survive the crabs in the initial 2 waves and then live long enough on the boss to get those poisons out. So find that gear, put it on her. So that gives her 15k health, 11k, 1100 defense. A little fast, but that's fine. 45% focus, that's okay for now. Well, we can always do that later. That's actually not bad. That bumps her defense up quite a bit. She loses a little bit of health. Gain some focus. Let's do this swap. I like that. Let's put Hakrin in the best defense gear we have and see what that ends up doing for us. In a similar vein here, we're just sorting through, except we're only prioritizing defense percent. That's all you need on Hakrin is defense percent. The more defense he has, the more defense he will spread out to your entire team with his trait that gives everyone 20% defense. So that's all that really matters on him. Go ahead and upgrade a couple pieces here if we can. He's not locking any of his gear, but I don't think we're going to need any of this. He doesn't have a lot of charms either, so this might be a little bit of a challenge. It's actually not bad. That's fine. Let's go to +3 for now. It'll be a good start for him to kind of see how we're doing this. Defense, that's fine. Really kind of lacking in the gear department, but that's kind of the way it is when you're just starting out. Okay, perfect. And we're gonna upgrade this one. I'm gonna keep that. Probably not going to use that. We'll bring this one to +6. Health focus, unfortunately, but that's okay. And we'll upgrade this one and hope that it hits. It's not a good piece. Not a great piece, but he's already upgraded it quite a bit. We'll just chunk this one. Focus on Raiders, not bad. Crit damage is okay. Attack, defense, focus. We don't need to keep all these. You can get rid of the lower rolled ones. Health on that, attack on that. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we got a little bit of defense there. Okay, what does that put him at? 2200 defense, so it's already better than what it was. So we'll keep that there for now. Next is going to be Rodira. She's actually going to need the most gear. She's also not fully glyphed up, so that's going to be an issue most likely. But let's see what we can do here. Once again, just sorting the gear by HP percent, because that's all that really matters for Rodira. Focus is kind of beneficial to land her attack down, but it's not crucial, so it's kind of just a bonus stat on the gear. She doesn't really have a lot of focus here, but that's fine. I upgrade a couple pieces just to make sure that she's going to have the stats we need. But basically, the more health she has, the more she heals, because all of her heals are based on her max HP. So I'm just stacking health on her. She's a little low on health, but again, you can upgrade some gear and that'll make some improvements on that end. And then Gangela, let's see, what speed do we have our Santis at here? She was 161. So ideally you want Gangela to be a little bit faster. I don't think we're going to be able to manage that here, but let's just see what we can do. Gengilo's the easiest to gear since he's a counter affinity to Queen, so he doesn't need as much stats as Santis does, but the same priority, defense, HP, and focus. Pretty easy. Those are great stats for him. Okay, let's see what we can do here. We have a couple champions built. Let's take them in to the Queen and see what we can do. He's doing stage 9 right now. Let's do stage 10. And that's not gonna work. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna bring in Rodira. And we're gonna do that, and we're not gonna do the purge. We're actually gonna do, actually, yeah, we are gonna do the purge. Okay, so let me just make sure that's the team we want to run here. I think it is. Okay, let's try it out. Let's try it out. Because we have Gengello, we might actually be able to go straight for the boss, but I'm still gonna go, he's going straight for the boss. Let's try this though. Let's see if that works. Let's see what they do here. Oh. I'm curious to see. And I'll speed it up. There's a couple fail points here. We could fail on the waves, and we could fail on the boss. So if we get to the boss, I'll skip to the boss. If we fail on the wave, I will skip to us dying on the waves. But we'll see what happens. And so far it's going pretty well. Everyone's staying pretty healthy. Rodira is dispelling the stun. Hakron is eating the stun because he has the highest attack on the team, which is perfect. It's taking a little while for sure, but these initial Queen stages when you're farming your first sets of gear, it's fine if your run is taking 15 minutes. As long as you're not hitting that 50 round limit, it's absolutely fine. You're in there. If it's consistent, that's great. That's all you really care about. If it's 100% success, fantastic. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Once you start farming this consistently and doing 10x runs that take over an hour, which is that's how I started as well, you can slowly start building the team with the gear that you get from here. So eventually you'll get some cursed pieces that have defense and HP and focus, and you'll put those on Santis, and you'll get more pieces with those same stats and you'll put them on Gengello, and they'll start stacking the poisons much faster. You'll get some revival pieces that'll go on Rodira, and you'll get some revival pieces with a bunch of defense, and those will go on Hakron, and that'll make your team basically strong enough after you do 11 a bunch of times to start getting into Queen 12, and that's where the farm really starts. And then the same thing, your runs are going to take a while, and just stick to it, and eventually you'll get the gear to make them faster. And it looks like this is going to be a success. We'll see what the team can do on 11. I'm a little worried with the amount of gear we have upgraded on them that they're going to die, but we'll find out. Let's go back and try to upgrade some gear before we go into 11, because Santis did get pretty low. So let's see what we can do here to get her a little more survivable. Her gear is actually not bad in terms of upgrade levels. Let's throw some of this into her though. Get this helm up to 9. Don't want to go all the way there. That. Okay, we'll bring that up to 9. Attack, not great. Gained a couple hundred health though, which is really good. That makes her a little tankier. Let's check out our Hakron. Yeah, so he's got very low gear. So let's upgrade some of this. 3-star gear, you gotta get rid of that. You're never gonna use that. This is decent just because it has crit rate and speed. You're probably gonna use it. Attack speed, crit damage. Not gonna need that. I'll keep those because those are obviously for one of your speed boosters. We'll bring his boots up to 9. Perfect. Attack is great on Hakron. Make sure that he stays the highest attack on the team. Let's upgrade this up 2 plus 6. I honestly want to bring it up to 9. Let's get rid of some of these flat stat pieces. And it is an artifact upgrade event happening right now. This is actually a decent piece. I'm going to lock that. It's only 4-star, but he doesn't have a lot of gear on this account, so we're not going to be able to use this one, though. 5-star attack. Ring, not going to use that. Attack ring, you're not going to use that. Defense with defense, it's not terrible. Attack ring, you're not going to use that. Crit rate, you might use that. You're not going to use this one. And attack ring. Okay, perfect. And yep, let's do that. Defense flat, perfect. All right. That's already giving him a good boost in stats. Let's upgrade this one a little bit as well. Parachain with health. It's only 4-star, but he doesn't have a lot of gear, so I don't want to get rid of all his. We're not going to use that. I don't want to use all his charms either on this gear. That's a terrible piece. And that's probably not a great piece, but it might all be all he has. Almost there. We'll get rid of that one and save some other stuff here. Bring that to +9. Got health and speed, awesome. All right, what did that bring him up to? 2500 defense, so that's already a little bit better for Hakrin. Definitely improvements to be made all around on this team, just by upgrading gear. Finishing out Rodira's glyphs will be pretty useful too. But let's hop into Queen 11 and see how they do there. Let's find out. Same thing, I'm going to start the run, and then I'm going to skip forward to either a fail or a success. So, you know, I'll see you guys in a minute. And we are at the boss. The right ad is dead. The team had no issues going through the waves. Santis even ate a triple attack from the little crabs, where they all procced bonus attacks, and she still lived, so she has the health to be able to tank that up. We have the heal spell going off, and Rodira's being a great healer, topping everyone off, and adding increased defense to the whole team. And it's looking like we are going to be able to get our first Queen of Tides 11 down. And there it is. Perfect. Awesome. We let Drellesh know that we beat 11, and it's great, and he's excited, so that's good. I'm going to, before I leave, I'm going to fix up his adventure team a little bit, because it seemed like it was kind of in a little bit of a weird position. So we're going to fix up some of his damage dealers here real quick, and I'll show you guys how I do that. And yeah, then we'll head off and see you in the next video. So Zatlux is pretty easy to do. He just needs 70% crit, which is really easy to obtain on him, typically. But let's see what we can do here. Zatlux is one of the easiest champions to gear, since he only needs 70% crit rate, as he gains 30% from his passive. So you really just want to stack him up with as high attack and as high crit damage as you can, while maintaining that 70% crit rate, and you'll be good to go. Okay, so that's already a crit cap Zatlux, as long as his skills are upgraded, which they are. Fantastic. Let's do Nathalia next. And we're going to do the same thing we just did. Nathalia really shines in a curse set, but this account doesn't have that yet. So really you just want to build her with as high as crit as you can, and as much crit damage and attack as possible. And when you can, swap it over to cursed. That's better too. 110 speed. Let's check what speed Zatlux was at. We do want him to be slower than that. 113. And Nathalia is at, I think she was at 113 as well. 110. Let's see if we can find a little bit of speed somewhere here. Crit rate. Okay, a little bit of speed there. A little bit of speed there. It drops a lot of crit though. Can we find some speed on the weapon? Well, that's actually not terrible. It's not ideal, but it's not bad. So we're gonna go with that. Let's see if we can find a little more crit somewhere here. I'd rather have 8% crit. Yeah, I'd rather have her there. Let's do that. I think he was also using Connor. Let's do him. For Connor, you really just want speed, attack, and health. And as long as he's fastest on your team to buff up your nat, that's all you really need to go for. So he's fast enough to buff first, has some health, has some attack. That's fine, that's good enough. And we can put some gear on Cyrus. Or actually, he has Garel and Hector. He's got some really solid single target fire damage dealers. Let's put some gear on Garel. And let's just throw him in whatever we can at this point. I think we're gonna be pretty lackluster on our options here. Garel unfortunately just gets the scrap gear that's left over. Eventually he'll be in better gear, just need to farm. Yeah, so he's a little faster than Zatlux, which is great. And yeah, that'll do it for the account takeover. Let's go into, real quick, improve some of Rodairo's glyphs to make sure that Queen Run stays solid. We'll go in here, do 10, and let's go in there. Let's get rid of Hakrin and let's bring in Garel. Let's get rid of these spells, and we're actually going to go with these just to make sure that we stay alive and stay healthy. And let's see if that worked. If not, we can always tweak a little bit. Again, upgrade some gear, farm that Queen 11. Now that you can do 11, that's your best bet, is just to do that for a while. But this team should be able to farm adventure for you pretty easily. So, Future Solastro here. Just want to let you guys know that we do stream on Twitch on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday on Kizzle's channel, and Sunday evenings on the Solastro channel on twitch.tv/Solastro. So come and say hi. So it looks like they're going to have no problem doing adventure. Garel can be swapped out for Hakrin for some of those harder stages. And he doesn't need any gear swaps, so there you go. So that's it for Drellesh's account takeover. We got him from Queen of Tides 8 to Queen of Tides 11 just by tweaking some gear. And there's a really easy progression path forward. Just farm Queen 11, upgrade some of that gear, finish out the glyphs on your Rodaira. We fixed up your adventure team, so that's all taken care of. And if you guys are interested in the account takeover services, hit us up on Discord. Links will be in the description. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.